Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back up here. And I want to say thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for watching. And welcome to the new subscribers for it. Guys, appreciate it. And I appreciate your comments for it. Couple of things before I started. You guys see that my wall behind me is changing. Preparing to move officially in Spain. And looking so much going forward for it. And looking at this, talking about this, as you guys see that today is going to be this part of the self-sabotage, digging energy, digging that up. You know, we as humans have this ability, capability to look everything, the first layer, and without questioning one thing, why? Okay. So you're gonna see those energies today. There's gonna be a lot of purposes within this for it, because these energies of self-sabotage, where are they gonna come from? You see, every time when you go and you improve yourself, and all of a sudden you're expecting right away the results, okay, and that doesn't happen. Then you have to go back to the drawing board. You may have to tweak something, adjust something, and so on and so on for it. And this is like a part when you working on yourself, you repairing something within yourself. Then this energies that it's coming, it's gonna take your time of understanding. It's going to be a pretty interesting, because that is a typical for the Aquarius energies, and I seen it before. That is that energy on the surface. I'm going to get improved. I'm buying this book, and you're reading the book, you're reading the things, or you're going getting some kind of like things that you need to do for it, for improvement, even consultations or talking with people, or going learning anything out there, because Aquarius is thirst for learning of new things. And then you learn something new, and you think that that's going to solve the issue. Well, that's not the issue. Why? Because you never seen the energies underneath. And this is what I'm going to be talking to you guys. This energy of underneath, it's going to be a very interesting if you have the abilities, the capabilities to sense it. But you have to ask your question, why? So there's going to be a pitfalls, there's going to be a downfalls, there's going to be a something that's going to happen today. Maybe like someone or something is not working right. If that is your relationship, particularly, I'm talking about it, because currently Pluto is squaring Venus. That it's creating a lot of things in there within the people on the surface. But underneath, the energy is to remove the patterns that they're not going to be working on the material world. They're not going to work on the 3D. And you're going to see that energies that it's coming there. It's on the surface. But beneath that, Pluto is about to shift retrograde to make you to look at the stuff. So Venus and Pluto is going to be disengaged pretty soon. In there, they're going to be taken off apart. You may going to feel these energies. But today, the moon is going to be actually squaring Jupiter and Uranus. And that is that energy that's going to trigger, are you good enough inside of yourself? Are you great enough to withstand within this? But when you look at it underneath that energy, it's going to be a one thing. Do you accept the people who are not good enough as a good the way they are? Because you're seeking perfection. But the perfections, it is part of imperfection. Are you perfect? No, you're not. Nobody's perfect. You may have temporary perfections as in there, and that temporary perfections that it's coming in there to you, it is about that you have it for a little bit, and then it comes the next time. You're going through the same cycle over and over again. Okay, you have the happiness, the joy, it's lasting for a certain amount of time, and then you're going and getting something new. And then you go through these tower moments, you go through these depressions, you go through these energies in there and so on, and you're digging at why. Then you find the reason, then you have the joy again. You got the joy, and then you go back in the next stage, and the next stage, and the next stage. And that's how evolution is. But when you understand that within you, for it, that also happened with another people. And there's going to be a people who actually they are going to have this tower moment. They're going to have these situations. Maybe they feel this like power of like, I'm not capable of love. I'm not capable of loving me. I'm not understanding love the way it is. No, you're understanding the love the way you were told, not the way you feel from within you. And you have to dig in into one place. Your secret desires, where they are. What happened to you? Where did you learn the things? One of the best quote from yesterday that I see it on a Facebook, that is, I think, is like, take your time to learn things that were programmed to you, to unlearn them, but also take a time to learn. And today is going to be one of those things that you have to unlearn things, because underneath the energy is there, is showing you not to act, not to get in there within the situations when they don't work. And when you're making some progress and things don't work out, it's not about you to give up. You to continue going. Because that is going to get you over the hump. You know, there is a one principle of the little bit more. The people who win do a little bit more than the average people who does just the average. Okay? And if you're watching here the channel, you're probably evolving here. You're understanding the energies much, much better within. So with that being said, for it, because I can talk to you for this for a long time, but let me give you the chart, because I'm taking at this a little bit more. Let me get this. So this is going to be the energies that you see it at 5 o'clock. And I'm pointing out this particular 5 o'clock energies in there, because here it's that when the moon, it's going to be about to crossing into Pisces. In there, that square that it's right here, it's going to be causing these situations. But when you crossing within Pisces, when you understanding a certain things within your consciousness in there, you know, when the things doesn't go well, you're going into the world of the ideas. And the world of the ideas, it's coming within your subconsciousness, which is your Pisces energies. And then you go down to deep spiritual hermit mode in you. And then that spiritual hermit mode is going to set you the tone for how to make the new progress. And that new progress is going to come in, as I said before, that new progress is going to come when the moon is going to be joining Mars. That's going to happen about in 2.5 days from now. But for now, that's what the energy is. So I'm going to be shifting pretty quick this energies up here. And we're going to talk. So 7 o'clock in the morning, guys. Ascendant is going to be a Gemini. Duality kicks in from within. The midheaven is in Aquarius. That is going to be pretty much squaring also the sun. You don't know what to authorize and not. So when you feel like this, I'm talking about this blah blah energy inside of you, don't make any firm decisions. Stay put, wait, and decide of the things that currently at this moment you cannot make decision. You need more time. You need more understanding to understand the energies. And this is one of the things that's going to be asking you. Don't look on the surface, because the surface is a lie. Go underneath. See why. See why you cannot make these decisions. What is this energies that it's there, that it's telling you, not now. There is something else. I need to find out the right thing. In the machinery, this is called a root cause failure analysis. Okay, you're changing the same part over and over and over again, and the machine keep breaks exactly that part. Well, you need to find out why the machine breaks that part, not keep doing and replacing the same part that isn't there. There is something else. There is another cause. And this is what you need to look. The other cause today. All right. So as the time goes by, for it, the next hour, which is going to be this is going to be this self-sabotage isn't there. As the self-sabotage is when you put the same part in the machine. You set yourself in a failure. You replace that part before, you replace that part before, you get all this, and now you're just wondering what the heck it is going on. You end up in the same situations, you end up in the same things over and over. You just didn't look any further. Some of you is going to decide not to deal with this energy. It's going to be like, I'm going to escape. I'm just going to go. I'm shutting down. The love is not there. The situations is not there. I didn't get that growth that I wanted, and poof, you shut it down. I believe that some of the relationship that happened during the Mercury retrograde, they're gonna be coming out pretty soon, and the next day too. It's gonna be like, oh, I broke up with this, I broke up with that, and so on and so on. Why they didn't understand in there that you should be looking at something else deep inside of themselves. And there, but as you see it, he's got the divine purpose. His divine purpose is the shadow. And since there are two of them, okay, just pay attention that the real one, it is down in Libra, my relationship with others and things that I need to heal. All right, we're talking about these energies of 9 o'clock. That is a Chiron and the moon, getting divine energies to the mean Lilith in there. It's been for a while, but since the moon is squaring this energies, you see that there is overall the energy is great. But if you're acting on that energies that is on the surface, you are missing the energies that is underneath the shells. Okay, here Pluto is empowering Mars. What's wrong with that? Nothing. The moon is supporting Chiron and Mercury. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Actually, it's great because that way you look at the communications. But communications is not only talking to other people. Communications is also within yourself. That deeply communications that you're telling yourself there. It's me versus me, not me versus others. I have to see what is it this coming to me. It is my job. Because when you know where you're going, you will know what to do with you, then you know how to react with others. But currently you feel this energy of not doing great at all. So as you see at the midheaven here, and Pisces is giving you this looking at deep into the consciousness of the emotions. Yeah, they're connecting with family. But the family patterns in there maybe blocking you something. Okay, some of you may be digging into your family issues, but is it family issues that come from your family or the family that you're working on it? Okay, nobody's perfect in the family. All right, good thing that happened is that talking about that this squaring with the sun is going to come out for it, as the sun is going to be moved up. The authority is going to be free in there. Right now, it's only the sextile with Saturn. Pretty good energy is going to be start kicked in the subconscious. That is going to be the moment that you're going to look at it underneath the surface, dive within. And as that energies are coming in, we're talking about this divine purpose right here. As you see it, those who are understanding the things underneath the surface, understanding and they're getting this joy, the movement that it's coming in, is giving you the peace of mind. You're not focused of this because this is too small at this time. It is big enough to give you the primary energy that comes in, but it's not a big enough. to control you unless you only focus on this. So pay attention to what you focus, that's what is growing. Okay. These divine energies that it's coming from Virgo and a Cancer towards Aquarius. Pay attention to what you have on those two signs. Because the moon is going to be igniting these divine energies there. And they have a purpose. For those who have anything around the 24th degree of Aquarius, you see that 24th degree is pretty much within the min Lilith. Down below, she's 23 degrees, 34 minutes. And we are talking about the ascendant is at 23 degrees, 32 minutes. So those degrees are making it this yacht, which is telling you that, hey, you missed something. You need to tweak something. Tweak yourself. Because, you know, the inventor, when he begins to invent something, he failed so many times to invent it. He breaks something, something happened, the library broke down, situations broke down, things blows up, right? But you don't give up. It's the same thing in life. Things go south, situations go south for that purpose, to test you. Are you gonna blow up? Are you gonna give up? And that's how the strength is tested. Because it's easy to give up. That is the easiest thing that you can do. That's what most people fail in life, because they given up instead of seeing it, the things as they are, and find out the underneath, the root cause, because everything is in the root. Okay, there. All right. So talking about it, 11 o'clock, the ascendant is gonna go at Leo. That's gonna triggers your love emotions. It's like, I don't have the love, or I don't need the love, or people don't give me the love, and so on and so on. This is gonna show you your codependency. You are depending on someone, something, and somewhere else, and so on and so on. And as the moon is going to be squaring Jupiter and Uranus, this is going to be like, oh yeah, here is. There is that failure. Why am I doing it this? I'm getting into a same level. I'm attracting the same people. I'm attracting the same situation. And you just, you know what? And I'll find somebody else. I'll find something else. I'm getting it to something else. And that's what usually this energy of Aquarius give up. Wow, the true energy of Aquarius is like, wait a minute. What I'm doing? I'm in the same spot of life. That's mean there is something have not grow within me. Let me sit down within myself. And it's good because Mars, it is asking for that. Let me sit down with myself. You have the North Node that tells you I need to work on me. You have Mercury that it's talking to your own self. Can you face the man in the mirror? To heal the man in the mirror, or the woman in the mirror, you know, in your case, you know. And that's what that is. Okay? Don't ever look what is on the surface. Always go deep. All right, we are talking about the next hour. The ascendant goes into Leo. That's going to be squaring Mars. Your authority is not going to be happy because, you know, the attentions, the things, and so on. And I have to be for me. I need to look at it for me. You know, those moments when you're in this positions of relationship in the material world, and you're like, you know what, that doesn't benefit me. There is nothing I can do about it. And that energy triggers up here. As you see, Pluto is triggering Venus in the midheaven, but you're telling yourself you like nothing's been changed and so on. You're expecting other people change for you. But the people also expecting you to change for them. You to realize your own things and change in the benefit of the relationship. Not that the relationship has to change to suit you. And this is what you need to change inside of yourself, of this energy, because that energy is giving you a lesson. That's what Saturn, divine energies, it's coming up here to tell you the things that you need to do. Okay? But the moon, through having those sextiles with the North Node, Mercury, and the Chiron here, it helps you to heal this pattern. But it's underneath. It's not in the surface. What is on the surface? That energy is here. Okay? You're not looking at the energy that is underneath. You're not even looking at the divine purpose below it. Why? Why you don't see that? You don't ask the questions why. All right, talking about this energies coming out on the surface now, because the ascendant is opposing the moon and squaring Jupiter and Uranus. And this is at 1 o'clock. This is going to be probably the one of the energies is going to comes into you like, I need to give up. I need just too much to process. Well, is it really too much to process? Or you're too weak not to process it? And you're seeing it in yourself in there. What is the test? And this is when your emotional, your psychology, your spirituality, and things are tested. Okay? You know how the materials get tested? They put under pressure. There is something it's called stress test. Putting the metal in the hydraulic press and they just pressing it. You have to be able to withstand the requirements for this metal to be there. Are you that metal? Because if you're copper, things not gonna happen. You're gonna be squished. But if you're steel 777 with carbon added in there, oh boy, now we're talking. All right, here is. If you did it wrong, you understand it. If you did it right, you get it. You heal the pattern in there. As you see it in your screen, the blue line says the ascendant goes in the Virgo. In there, everything on Earth is good. Pluto is supporting midheaven. Pluto is supporting Mars. The ascendant is supporting Venus and the Sun. You're understanding, okay, the underneath energies. And that is going to be the time that some of you are going to be realizing, think that certain people can fail you on the surface. But it was for a purpose, to test what and how you're accepting others. Are you accepting them as who they are? Have you give them a chance to realize what happened? And you to keep working together going forward. Not just go out there and just like blow the things up. And you're going to find yourself, the part of the self-sabotage was exactly that thinking. Okay? Because just for a little bit, you overcome something, and that help you to not only you to evolve and grow, but that also help you in your relationship, because whatever you did up in Aries energies, it has reflections down into the Libra's energies in the relationships. I wait for it. It's a precious moment when you meet your own awareness. Exactly. The most wise things is that the teacher becomes the student, becomes the ascended master. Exactly. And the master knows he's still a student. But also the master knows of one thing. He needs to allow the teachers to teach students and the students to understand their path of mastery is self-mastery, as the master mastereth itself from within. Great things in there, great situations of that, and I want to say thank you for the comment. It's very good energies. All right. Talking about the next hour, that midheaven at Gemini was in the morning, right? Now it's 3 o'clock. You're dealing with that duality in there. Did I really fix it? Did I really get it? Did I really overcome it? Did I really, yeah. Well, the divine is telling you here if you really did or not. You're going to know within your soul. The same thing the ascendant is empowering that energy of Jupiter in Uranus. You're making that certain changes is in there. You're not an affecting of your emotions. You're controlling your emotions. If you learn it from yesterday, you control your emotions. You're controlling the energy field within you. That energy field is attracting or rejecting things inside of it. It's how the gravity works. And by understanding that gravity, so here is, you got that energies here that it's coming within you. You got that divine energies there going. And now you seeing it. Your logic seeing it within you. You heal patterns in there. Why? Why are you healing these patterns in Virgo? You're healing it because of the things that have to be healed to have a healthy connection, healthy lifestyle within you and all the in all the areas of life, spiritual, emotional, energies, physical. You abandon one of those, then you have imbalance inside of you, and that imbalance is going to comes in because that imbalance it's trigger. Okay, that duality is there for that. What else I have not balanced? And this is why when you get that temporary happiness, because you work on one of your body, then you have to work it out through the other bodies within you. And then you see in it. When it all comes to one, then you become a union within yourself. And then you're in a union with love and with your partner. Okay? But duality have to comes in and triggers you. And some of you is gonna be, but yeah, they don't love me, but they don't do these actions, but they didn't get in this, but they. What about you? Why did that happen? They have to fail so you can see the underneath energies. They have to fail. Okay. And of course, challenges are coming in the family. It's 5 o'clock. You go back home and you're wondering what the heck is going on in there. For it, there is no balance. There is things you kind of like went through a lot of things today, even if you're at work, all this process. And everything says you need to change. That's it. You need to change. Pluto is staying on this spot. He's about to go retrograde and your consciousness maybe is not gonna be in place. You may gonna shift. You may gonna look at the things that it happens within you. This is why some of the patterns is gonna begin to be blah energy. Okay, maybe your sleep patterns, so you don't sleep, you don't, and so on and so on. But looking at within this energies, it is about to suppress your actions, to remind you that in moment of anger can save you thousands of moments of regret. And here, that's what this is coming from. As you see it, the energy is going to be too intense, getting intensified. It's more red. And that's what is preparing you, to tell you, to warn you. Wink, 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 from within you. What is it going on? And the impatience of Aquarius energies as the moon continued to square these Jupiter and Uranus situations in there. That is one of the people reacting in that. Venus doesn't feel happy for it. The ascendant rising in Libra, that it says like, oh, there is no purpose. Oh, there is no love. Oh, there is no balance. I don't know what to tell myself. No, 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 no. It's about the others. They have to fix themselves and so on. Do give it a space, though. You have to allow the space for growth. You need to tell the people that they have to look in them and to grow themselves. And here, that's what this blue triangle, it's here on top. But underneath is that suppressed emotions of anger. It's that suppressed energy that was. So now what was in the surface, it's below the surface. Because you brought what is underneath the surface on the top to see it. But that has its own purpose. Why? So here is why you're doing this to you. As at the midheaven and goes into Leo, it's about that authority again. It's about those energies in there. But it's also to test your divine purpose and strength. And that strength within the soul leads you to something go deeper, higher, to your spirit. Because the spirit gives the power to your soul. And that is the wisdom. That is the growth. That's what the real growth is. And it's challenging your authority. Because you have authority from a physical point of perspective. Because everything is in pretty much right now, it's in Taurus. You're focusing the material. You're focusing the material things. I mean, come on, we got a Jupiter, the growth, and Uranus at Taurus. We have the Sun in Taurus. We have the Venus in Taurus, but the Sun doesn't have a lot of authority currently. Venus is sitting ducks because he needs to be transformed, which is Venus has to change before he gets his things. The Moon right now is challenging that growth of sabotage. And now you have Pluto that's suppressing the love, and you're like, oh, grow. You gotta be happy for that growth. Hey, Paul, glad to see you here. And look on those energies. As that the moon is about to shifting into Pisces, the midheaven at Leo, it's coming to tell you, do it, do it. Give up. Go destroys everything. Ascendant is at Scorpio. Controls, manipulations, and everything is gonna come then. And this is when your ego is gonna come rise up within your mind. And it's gonna be asking you to do this. You didn't expect it that a second test is coming for you to test your strength. You're like, yeah, I just passed it. I think I got it. No, you don't. Now you're getting it. Now it's your test. Now is that energies within you that it comes in and it's pushing everything. It's 8 o'clock p.m. You're probably at home. And you blowing up the things in there. Because everything was about you. You to get the benefits from others. You to get things in there. And the material things are failing and so on and so on. But the day is training you to withstand this. Are you gonna withstand it? Let's see, I will. Most of you will. If you pay attention to the ascendant a few hours ago, that's what the ascendant told you. If you're strong to withstand the storm, you are the storm. Congratulations, you passed the test. You heard that last year, probably gonna hear it today as well. And as we're talking about this strength of test inside of you, it's got a divine purpose. Because the ascendant of Scorpio, it's healing the self-talk within yourself. You won there. You prevent yourself from screwing up all this. You prevented your ego to change over your mind. And there was the strength of the soul, and the spirit connection within you was the one that leads you to that healing. Now you healed a pattern. It's not only about you. It's not only about you, but it's also for others. All right. Here is everything was where? Hidden in the shadow. It always is. But there in the shadow is those underneath energies. And this is why you have to be happy of the shadow, to understanding that after you've done the shadow work, you get comfortable with it. Because within the shadow is that when you see that the part of reality that it's hidden, the purpose of driven within you, it is there. It's not only the dark. There is a light in there, but you have to go to the darkness. Because only into the darkness you find your light and what you are made out of. But if you're not putting to the dark, how would you know who you are? You don't. And how are you expressing? You're going to be talking to some people. You're going to texting someone for it. Yes, baby. Thank you for the help. Love. Man, I love this woman. Self-graduation journey. We talk about this. A lot of the twin flames, the white ones, they're understanding this. And I'm so happy for the quite a few individuals that got this for it. But, you know, people understanding it's a self-graduation journey, and that's what this is all about. But now at this energies at 10 o'clock, you're going to be sharing with someone. It's like, oh my God, I could have done this and this, and I could have done this and that, but man, I was that close. I was that close to destroy everything, but I didn't. And I feel so good, and I feel more powerful now. Okay? But some of you, if you blow up and screwed up, you're going to be like, man, I did that again. What the heck? You're still going to talk to some people. Just to look at it, that maybe someone is going to give you advice that the things was not as you see them. You missed the energies below the surface. You failed the test, but you need to strengthen yourself, and then the test is going to come again the next time. Okay? But all that is showing you there that perfections is to be okay with the imperfections, not only within yourself, but also within others. And talking about this in there, now it's 11 o'clock. You see the divine energies. The moon right now is in Pisces in there. You begin that energies that comes in and shifted within you, taking it deep in there. You go into those deep emotions in there. If you failed, you go to this deep emotions that tells you what you have to do, what is gonna be, and so on. At that time, the self-love is coming towards you. But if you pass the test, that love in there, it's coming back to you. Why? The moon is sextiling Venus. Your emotions is in there, are in the right order. And your understanding within your authority that everything is meant for divine purpose as a midheaven joins the south node. And that is how you pass the test. Okay? But it's going to be require you to look underneath. Because some point of life you failed others. And they don't forgive you. Now you do the same thing. You don't forgive others. But when you have the strength and understanding why that comes to you, you to accept there is no perfections in there, but only love. Be love, guys. Just be love. All right, guys. So now if you have some questions, I can take a few. If not, let's share the love and the light. And guys, I will be seeing you tomorrow. Hopefully the energy is going to be better in there. Okay, and hopefully your journey of life, it's gonna be in your destination. Where are you going there? Let me give you the gifts. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Be love.